Oota, oota, oota. You already know we on go, man. Listen, man. Luce Cannon is snitching. So says a couple people, but so says Rich Trapper. Rich Trapper said he went to the federal building. We're going to get into what Rich Trapper said as well as somebody else, because I did hear Eddie Boy did go into some as well. Eddie Boy did bring out some paper talking about discoveries and all of that. We did see that. With Wack 100 getting indicted, what's going on with Wack 100? I heard they talking about Wack 100 getting caught up in nothing. I'm not wishing on nothing to get on nobody, bro. Trust me, you know me. I'm never the one to pray on nothing for no one, bro. I'm not the one to pray on it. But these are some grumblings, some rumblings. We already know that Wack 100 was listed in the paperwork, right? When you're listed in these types of paperwork, understand this. You're not gonna tell me that the federal government don't come holler at you at least. Whether they wanna put you in the case or not, that's something else. But them people will come and holler at you. You know that. So that's something that a lot of people feel, but Wack alleges that nobody ever came to him. Shit. You know what I mean? Everybody I ever known around some feds or anything, usually this is how it goes. And there's a couple of situations. There was a one Main Street situation as well, where people's like, Wack, we just don't know what's going on, whether it's CS2 back or Wack, we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. Besides that, BRICC Baby, you know what I mean? BRICC Baby been going under the radar as well. Salute, Shy, salute. You know what I'm saying? You know, BRICC Baby been going under the radar as well. Let me do a poll real quick. This is just a quick one, bro. That's it. Quick one. Everybody hit the poll. No matter if it's one of us. Hit the poll on Jesus. You heard? Lord, Lord, salute. Listen, y'all. I need everybody get the likes up. Hike up the likes like your girlfriend's skirt last night. Ooh, this much? Yes. Clap, clap. Yes. Don't do this. Just because I was doing Diddy trials, other shit. Now y'all acting weird. Don't act weird. Ooda's here. We're back. We're cooking up. We're doing what we do. Okay? This is what we do. Listen now, though. Listen, is Luce snitching, bruh? That's the first one. I got another question. It's a 5-minute poll. I had another poll coming in. If you're watching the poll after this because you didn't catch us live, well, guess what? We're going to get into that for you. Rich Trapper saying that he went to the court. What I'm hearing as well is that Luce Cannon has his lawyer separated, okay? Automatically, that don't mean a person's ratting. But 8 to 9 times out of 10, when you see things like that going on, it's beginning, if it hasn't gotten shaky already, it's beginning to get shaky. My damn dog is fucking fur all on me. Fuck off my shit, right? My damn dog. Right? Think about this. There's been a couple of talks of people saying, but you know, when people saying, yo, nigga snitching, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We still got it. It's still yet to be seen, son. It's still yet to be seen, so don't act like it's not. It's still yet to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Did he not snitch in public, on public platforms? Yes, he did, bro. That other shit that they was doing, talking about Big U catching niggas up in bodies, alleged bodies, bringing them up in Nipsey, Hustle, R.I.P. Nip, long live Nip. Know what I mean? Not letting him rest is a lot. Wack had his own agenda as well. He done tried to smut up and dirty up Nipsey name how long? You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. But it just shows you how Wack was able to use Luce Cannon. It shows you. Because Luce don't really like Wack and Wack don't really like Luce. But Luce rocks with Wack 100 more than he rocks with him. Like when Luce Cannon used to talk about Wack, you remember he used to be like, yo, now Unc. I was like, Unc? Hmm? Remember Luce with the beard? I'm like, nah, Wack, you use a chump. Remember he had the polo shirt, the striped polo? Come on, bro. Y'all ain't watching this if y'all ain't seen that, bro. I ain't even got to talk this shit. I know this content, homie. You remember Luce Cannon had the polo shirt on, homie. Y'all ain't. With the big beard, homie. Okay? And he was beefing with Wack 100, bro. Okay? So when I even seen them together alone, I'm like, yo, but I gotta give credit to this nigga Wack. Sometimes you do, son. Even a broken clock could be right at least once, bro. Somehow, some way, right? People never like Wack. It's not like Wack gets with people that like him. It's not even like that. Besides them little couple of people like in the Wack 100, like the 100 squad or whatever the fuck. Besides these kind of people, whatever. Them people is whoever like them, whatever. I'm talking about 9 times out of 10, usually, right? Think about this, bro. This nigga Wack is fucking, yo, son. It's something about this nigga. We gotta watch him, son. Yo, listen to me though. The person or people that get around Wack 100, son, and do content with him, create plays, whatever they doing together, usually be's a person, son, that never liked them, or he don't like them. But somehow, some way, he gets them on his side. They start to defend him, and then somehow, some way, they get into a mix-up, and then they're the same ones that's beefing with Wack again. It happens every time. We seen Young Hand Hefe jump out the window for Wack too. Some people said he jumped out the window for a no jumper spot. What do you think about that? That could be my next poll. What do you think? That was a question at that time when Aunt Hefe was dealing with Wack. Did he compromise, AKA bompromise himself? That was a big question, right? Is he bompromised now? Remember, he also jumped out the window talking about he spoke to some main streets, Young Aunt Hefe, and they said that Wack ain't snitch. Bro, I don't know which main streets you talk to, bro. I ain't even in no politics of that stuff. I'm from New York as well. So it's not like I'm getting into politics. But bro, there's some seniority, beniority shit. So who you talking to? Some nigga that got the story down? Oral traditions? No, nigga, you gotta talk to the real G's that was in that thing that's gonna tell you how that thing went. You feel me? So even, I even think I heard, if I'm not mistaken, correct me, Young and Happy, I could even swear he came back to say like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? War. Like he really can't vouch for that because he know he can't vouch for that. Nobody can vouch for that, bro. Nobody can vouch for that. And that was a big thing. That's a big thing, bro. This CS2 back thing is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? The relevance of it, how true it is, all of these things. It's a big thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? BRICC Baby been under the radar though. For the most part, BRICC Baby been under the radar. You know, it been talks about BRICC Baby. Is he telling, is he talking? Because that could be a whole new poll. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, BRICC Baby had mad strap cases, all types of shit. But to find his paperwork, you had to be the greatest Where's Waldo player to find this shit, bro. Trust me. You know, you found Waldo every time if you found BRICC Baby paperwork, son, or what had happened with them straps. You know what I mean? Because that nigga got caught for mad ratchets, bro. One occasion, he got caught for some ratchets. The nigga threw a bag of ratchets, bro, off of the balcony or some shit, son. Then, listen to me, son. Listen what this nigga BRICC Baby does. He not only, they run up in the crib, bro, right? He throws a bag of straps, bro, off the balcony. I'm like, I hope he threw that shit in some bushes. Because that's mad hot. Big bag of straps. Then the nigga, listen what the nigga does, bro. Then the nigga calls Shorty, his wifey, his Shorty, bro, incriminate her and hot her up, talk about, yo, get rid of the straps or some wild shit, bro. Hots up Shorty, you know. Obstruction charge. Gets an obstruction too as well. Obstructing justice and law. Bro, call Shorty about to get Shorty bagged, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? All type of shit BRICC Baby was on. But when you go to a lot of that shit, you can't find a lot of that paperwork, bro. Trust me, I'm a nigga that read paperwork. I go through all that shit, bro. Trust me, all that old case, I done read all this Big U shit. Go on my channel. All this Big U, Rico, I done read the thing of it. You know what I mean? So I be seeing people doing it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm updating on where it's at and where we at. But remember, this thing is going to really start kicking off in the months leading up to the first court appearance, which is next year, which is the topping of the beginning of next year. That's when it's really like, beginning of next year is going to really start to get crunk. But we're going to see things in this paperwork. We can start seeing things happening. You know what I'm saying? We already know a few people from the beginning already I don't know if they took deals or what had happened, because there was a lot of people got rounded up. They did say that the people that they did round up in the very beginning was like 50 people or so. Could have been 10 or more lokes or so. But out of everybody, not to say that they was locking up everybody, because they took everybody into questioning, okay? And they said a lot of these people that they did take into questioning were very forthcoming and with the information. So it's not like they was saying, nah, people acting like they tight-lipped over here. That's not. I'm talking about when this whole indictment kicked off. When Big U said this, the 2 video posts that end up coming back to be obstruction of justice, remember? He did the 2 Instagram things saying like, yo, bro, and any one of us would have did that, bro. Them niggas try to get it. I think they did. Get a nigga new charge behind that, bro. They said Big U was trying to reach out to his followers and everybody, like any one of us, right? And tell us not to deal with his co-defendants when he can't do that. Because he can't tell us or nobody go deal with no Wack 100, no Luce cannon. So the feds is wrong, government wrong. You niggas is wrong about that. I don't know about the other shit you're wrong about. But you and nobody gonna tell us to go deal with no Wack or no Luce. Nigga, you're bugging. So, I don't know how y'all giving a nigga a charge behind that. Y'all lied on that behind that. Whatever else you wanna go into with Big U, go ahead. There ain't no way Big U could tell us to deal with no Luce and no Wack. Get out of here. Or not deal with Luce or Wack. Stop. We doing that on our own time, sir. He ain't got no say in that. He don't have a say in that, and you know that, bro. You know what I mean? It don't matter who's the person that's coming to tell you, yo, son, I think you should deal with Luce and Wack. You're gonna be like, nah, I don't know about that, bro. That's what you're gonna say. That's your first instinct, even if you come along to be like them people that deal with Wack in the end, right? I don't know about that. Then let me see, because it's always money. Nobody deals with Wack, and if it's not about money. So you gotta question people's integrities that deal with Wack, not Wack. Forget Wack. You know what Wack's on. Wack's on whatever he's gonna be on, right? But some of the people that get with Wack, they're getting with Wack for an intent, for a money purpose, bro. For a monetarily purpose, bro. So who's them then? If Wack is who they are, and people ain't like Wack, but now you get with Wack to get a bag. What does that say about you, bro? Because your grandmother told you, like my grandmother told me, every dollar ain't good, homie. So what happened again? What had happened again is what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Think about this, bro. Think about this. Think about this, bro. Everybody that deal with Wack, bro, they all kicked off with him. Who's still with Wack that deals with him? 600. Wow. 1,200. My bad. I forgot. I ain't been doing videos in a minute. He's 1,200. His name 1,200. We've doubled him up. His name is 1,200 because he's 12, and I'm keeping it 100, homie. 6 is 1,200. That's it. Crip cop. That nigga's 1,200, son, straight. Okay, I should make that a poll real quick. Is 600, 1,200, is he not the Crip cop? Like, this shit ain't even no question about this type of stuff. Like, what? What are we doing with each other here? What? This nigga's a Jake. Spanish, this nigga's a Yake. With a Y, look, Yake. This nigga's Yake. Spanish or English? Which one you want? Want me to tell you nigga Jakes in Spanish? This nigga's Yakes. Stop, you know he's Yakes. This nigga's Yake the Snake Roberts, bro. You know he Yake the snakes, bro. This nigga's Yake the Snake Roberts, bro. Right? So boom. So we got that. Niggas saying, some people saying Luce can't come home right now. But at the same breath, I don't think nobody want to see him. No, I don't think they call him 600 because that's what his badge number. Oh shit, that's his badge number for real? Probably is, bro. Nah, I'm just telling you, I'm this nigga 12 and I'm keeping it 100. Straight. That's why I call him 1,200. Because he's 12 and I'm keeping it 100. That's it. It's 1,200, son. You're not going to kill me. Or, look, I bet you 100 that he's 12. Go on the internet. I'll give you 5 minutes. Maybe I'll give you 30 seconds. You went? Okay, now pay me my 100. I bet you don't make no fool-ass bet no more like that with nobody. Good. I said he's 12. Now give me my 100. Either way, nigga, it's 12 and I'm keeping it 100. So, you just going to get that out the way, homie. Straight. So this nigga Wack, I don't know, bro. It's nasty work. But you know what I do was up with Wack for real? Remember Luce is already in jail, right? And Wack 100 now goes on alive with 600, 1,200, my bad, with 1,200, right? And they talking. And he like, yo, but remember, he was asking 1,200 about his situation with Luce Cannon. Remember, Luce is in jail. He's on live talking to him, right? And he like, yo, so what happened with you and Dude? I'm like, who's Dude? I'm lost in the conversation. Wack has lost me. You know what I mean? A couple of times he'll lose you because he talks fast. But this is not even fast. He's just lost me. I'm saying, who's Dude? Which dude he talking about? Because you know he want to talk like the young boy. Yo, Dude. Yo, man, Dude. You know he tried to get his young boy back. Wack, man. Stop. You know that. He said, Dude. He fucked me up. I didn't know what Dude he was talking about. I'm like, Dude. The whole time I couldn't believe, son, he was calling Luce Cannon Dude. I was like, Dude? And then he said, son. Then Luce Cannon was, then 1,200 was talking, and he was like, yo, when a brother's trying to get at you and just attacking you and antagonizing you, because he's been saying, like, Luce Cannon always got at 600, but he's the reason kind of like he brought them together like in exposes, but Luce Cannon's always been getting at him, so 600 got no choice but to respond to Luce. So Wack is playing the mediator and saying this. I'm like, Wack, how are you playing this role, bro? Why not step back if these two niggas got something and you know both of them, bro? Why don't you step back, bro? Why are you doing that? And why are you further throwing Luce Cannon under the bus? Because at the end of the day, Luce Cannon's probably the realest nigga that was around you, though, that was ready to do something for you around you. I'm gonna tell you, we don't know who else was around Wack doing anything or ready to give up smoke or do what. Put their hands on the feet on something. Because you could say that situation with Jay Reed was about Luce and whatever. That was more about Wack than it was about Luce. And it was more about Wack than it was about Jay Reed. And it was more about Wack than it was about Travis or fucking Dosh, nigga. That shit was more about Wack, homie. Straight. Straight. I don't think Dosh and them cared that much. I don't think Travis and them cared that much. No. Maybe Jay Reed cared. Because he was trying to do some business or bust a play or whatever he was trying to do. The other guy, Mauricio, whatever his name is, he didn't give a fuck most likely. He was just going there with his man. What? Luce didn't give a fuck about this nigga coming to check him. No, that nigga wasn't coming to check no Luce. Luce first conversation of the shit that happened, he said, look, I went outside, I was talking to the nigga, remember? Because Adam already told us that he seen them niggas first and spoke to them, right? And they was cool. That's what Adam said. And Adam called Wack and said, Joe, some people out here to see you, yeah? Wack came outside. Then Wack said another story said he went through the backyard. Another one he said came through the back in the yard, because you know it's a building, a facility. But he went through the back one where I was like, who that? Another time he came through the front. There's two stories that Wack told. This before they all came up with the last story that they end up telling about this 11-8 Crip and all this other stuff, remember? That story had flipped into all of that stuff, the 11-8 shit. Because at one point, Wack said he never even knew what 11-8 gangster was. And I'm like, Wack, how you don't know what 11-8 gangster is? He said this. He act like he never heard of the whole set, bro. If you never heard of a nigga, then cool, bro. You didn't heard of a whole set? You from LA? Stop, bro. You can't say that, bro. You didn't hear of a whole set. A whole set. Are you serious? None of these niggas put in no work, no pain for 1,000 years. Nah, nigga, you heard of somebody from that set. I don't give a fuck who it is, nigga. Somebody that made some noise about that motherfucker. Period, son. Out of every set, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You gonna hear about it somehow, some way, nigga. One of them niggas done turned up and put the set on the map. What are you talking about, bro? Be realistic. Be realistic, bro. But Luce Cannon told you from the first beginning, because Luce Cannon don't really know how to lie that way. He's not a good liar. He may lie and flip shit. Yeah, he'll do it. But he's not a good liar. Luce Cannon is more likely to tell you the truth first, fuck up, come back, try to tell you a lie and try to flip it. Trust me, this is who Luce Cannon is, bro. And the first time when he spoke about that situation, he said he was talking to that nigga, Jay Reed and them nigga, and the nigga was talking some, whatever the case, he was like, yo, son, da-da-da-da, the nigga was saying some shit like, whatever, nigga, some X plays or some SEX plays or whatever the hell he was talking about. I need that, cuh. That's what he said. He said, I need that, cuh. What you mean? And he fired on cuh. That's what Luce said. That's his first shit he said, nigga. And then the story begins to change. Now it's 11-8. Now he talking about neighborhood. He's like hood, and he said 11-8. I don't believe all that happened. It went from neighborhood to 11-8 because Wack act like he didn't even know what 11-8 was. So how the hell he said that? He didn't say that. He didn't say that. We just got to use relative thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that. Okay? He didn't say that. Luce is foul though. Luce is foul. Luce is foul. Luce is on my channel. He came on my channel a couple of times. I made videos on him. You know I'm not biased. I just speak my mind clearly. I'm not on the side of anybody, bro. I'm on God's side, of Jesus' side, the Eddie Udick side, gangster. So I'd rather try to be fair, but Luce, them niggas was foul. Him and Wack and 600 was foul. You know what I'm saying? Luce especially, Luce was foul. You know what I'm saying? Luce was foul because Luce called Big U Unc. He called him Uncle. He called everybody Unc, obviously. He called Wack Unc. That because a nigga older than him, it seemed like he calling niggas Unc. But his father and Big U had a connection from back in the day. Whether you want to say his pop was a rat, whatever, he was from other hoods. I think he was a blood at a time, allegedly. I don't know. Or he was hopping hoods. Whatever the case, at some point, his pop became neighborhood, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And then back in the days when they was putting in pain. You know what I mean? Allegedly, the pop snitched. Not allegedly, he's on work to be snitching. The pop snitched. I did a video on it. You can go back and check it. The pop snitched. You know what I'm saying? But it's also documentations of Pops catching skloon bars. He caught 2 duppies, bang, bang. That's why he's in San Quentin or some shit, doing an L or some shit like that. Or D, I think it's probably the penalty or some shit. I think not the penalty. I think he's on the penalty if I'm not mistaken, bro. I don't want to put no penalties on nobody. But that's how I think our gravity or graphic of the shit that he did. It was a situation that it was it's like a robbery gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to sting some niggas with some work, for some fake work or whatever, or the work was there or not. But them niggas met him in the parking lot And after they met Luce Pops in the parking lot, they was there. The niggas that they had, the 2 people was there, the niggas. I guess they felt something funny, so they didn't want to buy the work or some shit like that. They felt something funny. So somehow, some way, I think Luce Pops, George is his name, George and I think his people, maybe 1 or 2 people is with him. I don't know if it's a woman and man or some shit is with him, right? I know it's a nigga with him though, for a fact. They kind of convinced the nigga to go back to, a location, whether it's their spot or Luce and them people's spot. They go back to this location where they supposed to go look at the D-rugs or whatever the case may be. The people, them dudes park their V right in front of the house. They go inside the crib. In this crib, it was an abandoned crib above their floor. So I guess one of them lived in the crib. I think Luce Pop's man lived in the crib and lived in this crib or some shit. But it was abandoned at the moment or some shit. Or he lived downstairs and now upstairs had an abandoned apartment. So this is where they went up to do the transaction. So when they get up there to do the transaction in an abandoned crib, you know what I'm saying? The nigga Luce Pops backed them niggas down. Boom. Get on the floor. Get on the floor, son. You know what I'm saying? Yo, get on the floor. Get on your knees, better yet. Yo, get on your knees or whatever. Get on the floor. And in the mix, both of them niggas get on the floor. In the mix of this, he clapped one of them. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, nah, son, it was accidental. But they writing it in the paperwork like this was an accidental discharge. The first nigga called an accidental klumba. Bang. Clapped him. Finished him off. Bang, bang. If that one ain't finished him, he finished him off. Bang, bang. Then went right to his man or whoever the next person was and finished them off. Bang, bang, bang. Straight, nigga. And that's the last of Luce Cannon Pops, nigga. Besides, the ratting shit that he was allegedly caught up in, not allegedly, he got caught in some ratting shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to have snitched on Eddie Boy brother. So this is where Eddie Boy comes into the fold. I think his brother's name's Eric. So Eric been down since he been like 18 years old. Feel me? And the way Eddie Boy say it and the way Eric say it, like Eric was young at the time. I mean, he was more like on some playing football shit, that type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that was. Is it Crenshaw? I don't know where the high school. I forget where the high school, but the high school was that familiar to me that it would sound like a Crenshaw kind of high. I don't know if it was Crenshaw high, but it was one of those kinds of that to a New York nigga, the school kind of like pop up in my head like that when I read it in the paperwork and shit. You know what I'm saying? So boom, unaliving goes down. I think for a tray, right in Tray Hood, in the tray. No, the tray. This is how it happens. Better yet, my bad. Let me not talk fast. Sorry. A tray unalives a neighborhood, right? He gets locked up, right? Supposedly, a couple of NHs, right? They go to the nigga crib while he's arrested, okay? They go to his crib. I think he lived on 53rd Street or some shit like that, right? So you know the area we talking about. Same shit like, who that, Monster Cody or some shit, right? Think so, right? I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. But boom, right? Anyway, so boom, right? I just probably know some shit, I don't know. So boom, I just got mad shit in my head. So boom, right? So the nigga, so they go to the crib, son, right, son? The NHs go to the crib. Allegedly, Eddie Boy's brother, Eric, is with them, okay? Cool. They go to the crib, they knock the door, right? The son, the guy, the other Loke, but I think he's from the trades or whatever, right? Boom. His little brother answers the door. He a young nigga, probably like 14, 15, 16. I mean, a young nigga answered the door. He answers the door, they hit him, boom, at the door, bam, body the brother. Go in the crib, the mother's in the crib, body the moms. The mom, I think, allegedly, RIP to the both of them, I think got, passes away from a leg wound or some shit like that, right? From a leg wound. This is the wound that really took her though. Even though whatever, after she got hit in, whatever. Boom. So this unaliving takes place, the 2 unalivings. And this is a pastor's wife. So the guy that did it was a Loke, but his father was a preacher, pastor in the community or whatever. And this was his wife and his kid that just got whatever. Feel me? So now, at the time of the unaliving, it's nighttime, okay? Across the street is a payphone. Back in the, they took all the payphones out the hood, but back in the days, you could imagine. Across the street from this house is a payphone over there in the corner, on the block, wherever it's at. This is also LA, so I got a chance to live in LA and be in LA. So kind of like Ricky, alleys. LA got alleys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So these alleys is different, like New York alleys. You know what I'm saying? So you just visualize all of that. You know what I mean? Cribs look like fucking Friday. Ezel taking a shit, right? The crib looked like that, little crib looking shit. And the alleys is leading behind the shit, Ricky. And the alleys look like alleys, nigga, looking the same way, nigga, right? Boom. So the niggas on the phone, I forget the nigga name because I ain't read this paperwork and I just been reading this Puff Daddy shit all day, right? So boom, right? So I'll get back and show you and update my mind again because I knew all this paperwork in my head. Like I know it, right? So boom. The names is one fucked up because I knew this bitch ass nigga name that was on the phone, right? Because he was snitching, right? He says that he saw Eddie Boy's brother come out because he says he seen all of the guys run out the crib and then they ran down the alleyway. Remember, this is all nighttime, right? But this person, right? Allegedly, this person got like 60 something grapes, less station type charges. You know what I'm saying? So they on him. They about to get this nigga 60 years behind his shit. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this is what Eric, who's Eddie Boy's brother, so I'm not even listening to what Eddie Boy said. I'm talking about Eddie Boy's brother. This is what Eddie Boy's brother himself is saying, okay? Straight up. He's saying, my shorty, my wife, or whatever, my wife done spoke with dude still, even after the fact, since he got convicted of these charges and all that, he said his wife had ended up speaking to this dude, and this dude was telling that he was willing to come out with some kind of truth, but he would come out with some truth if they was to pay some, I think, some medical bills or some kind of shit that he had going on at the time. Feel me? But this is what they saying. You know what I'm saying? So whether you believe this party, believe that, this is what the story is. You know what I'm saying? This is what the story is. And yeah, so if you see Eddie Boy, so like Eddie Boy comes from that time. You know what I'm saying? When all of them niggas was out there. Like they like maybe what Eddie Boy is explaining to me, I think like what, the third generation, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. You know, it's the first niggas that came in, nigga. Bang, bang, bang. Them the OOGs. You know what I mean? But them niggas is OOGs, nigga. Them niggas is like the second, third generation that came in, man. PD Wack and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So allegedly, Luce Cannon Pop snitched on PD Wack and snitched on Eric, right? He says that Eric came to him and told him, yo, we about to go over there and put in some pain and put in some work. This is what Luce Cannon fathers alleges, that Eric, which was a young kid, he was about like 18, 17 at the time, came to tell him. A grown-ass man snitching on a kid, which is crazy. Anyway, like, what the fuck? Snitching, period, but how you snitching on a kid? That's wild. What? And you're a gangster. Because the nigga Luce Cannon Pops is a gangster too. Don't get him twisted. He's a gangster. Straight. I done told you 2 unalives that he caught right there, nigga. Word. Mistakenly, allegedly caught the first one, nigga went right there and caught the next one right after, rapid fire. Wasn't even no thinking in his head. Straight. That's how the paperwork say it. That's how his paperwork say it. That's how they wrote it in. So I'm not telling you a story of what I think. That's what they wrote in his paperwork. Feel me? Cool. So now, boom. So now they sitting there for a minute. PD Wack, because PD Wack allegedly is the one who had the strap the whole time. Allegedly, because PD Wack had this strap in another situation. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up with some other shit. And I think he had the strap or some shit, allegedly. So, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga, but the nigga PD held off. I think they separated their case. Did Eric separate his case? Or did PD? I think Eric wanted his case separated from PD, you know? I think he did. But PD waited till Eric went to his shit and he got rocked. Bomb. And after Eric got rocked, PD went and did his trial after, and somehow, some way, he was able to plea. He didn't even go up with that bullshit. He was like, what? And took a plea somehow, and I think he got like a 20 or some dumb shit. And was able to get out. Word, like a 15, and he did them years or something. Did the wild 15, 20 years. He did like 20 or some crazy shit. And did like 18 or 20 or some crazy shit. The numbers is wild. He did it. So just say it's past 15 or up there. He did it. I can't remember the exact number. I've been dealing with all kinds of numbers with these cases. But he did it. The nigga comes home and got violated on, I think it was some weapon shit or some shit, and he got rocked again, son. Word. That's what PD Wack at. But the nigga did that bid, son. PD did that bid. And came home, son. Word. It even was on the DVD and all that. Some DVD in LA. Word. Was it a Kev? It wasn't a Kev Mac DVD, right? Shout out to Kev Mac too, though. But it wasn't a Kev DVD, was it? Probably, man. Because you know Kev had a lot of that old footage out there. I don't know. It's one of them people like a Kev, though. The footage like one of them people like a Kev. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Kev got that older footage, and you know what I'm saying, when you see certain gangsters, certain, you know what I mean, certain kind of shit. So it could have been a Kev. It could have been a Kev footage. You know what I mean? Could have been a Kev footage. So that whole story is deep. That whole story is deep. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like when it comes to Luce Cannon 600, 1200, and Luce Cannon and Wack 100, I think they always scared of Big U. And that's why they did that. Straight, son. Straight, they lined him up, they snitched on him for years, and I think they were scared of him, son. That's the only reason, bro. You know what I'm saying, son? That's it, son. Them niggas made noise, because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Because this day and age is different, son. You ain't got to just snitch on a person snitch. You could just go online and be like, nah, y'all niggas gonna kill me, come kill me then. Yeah, nigga, I'm on 115 Canyon Road. That's where you be at too, right? I know what happened. Yeah, nigga, Mikey and them. Yeah, Mikey and them. So if anything happened, it could be Mikey and them. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga could throw you out like that. So I mean, a nigga like, I ain't snitch. I was online, I was drinking. So I'm saying? Still some snitching type shit, regardless of what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? So these days it's kind of dangerous with the snitchings. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, it's like you got a nigga cornered, right? Like allegedly how big you had Wack 100 when he had the hoodies tied down, the 20 lokes with the hoodies tied down, remember? He's like, draws, remember? So you got a nigga cornered, and nigga screaming for like Jakes and all this other shit trying to hot the spot. Let's say you in jail. You gotta understand it better if you're in jail, you'll know. If you're in jail, son, and you on your op, son, and this nigga screaming for COs and hotting up the spot, after you already know what you done did in here, nigga, you probably done did something to one of the homies. This your turn now, sir. What happened? Now you screaming, trying to hot the spot, trying to get everybody bagged now. Like it's one of those type shits. When you just like trying to make noise, and you just kind of like hotting up the spot. You know what I'm saying? Straight. Because Luce carried in Wack 100 at 600 cannot say they was to try to put a body on Big U. They try to put bodies on Big U. Straight. He already got one allegedly tied up into him, but he's not really charged with it. They can't update the indictment, you know what I'm saying? And update the indictment and charge him, but they using that to push it, you know what I'm saying? Instead of charging him with that, why, right? Because if he get caught in this Rico thing anyways, life anyway, you got him, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna use that and all of those things like that they haven't charged him with, but they allege that he did, like the unaliving of the young boy, Rayshawn Williams. They're gonna use some of those things to kind of drive it. Just like how, like with the Diddy case, the abuse, the domestic violence, and all of those things. That's what really drove this case. This case wasn't really about what? Like he was freaking off, okay. But they kept mentioning about the abuse and the violence. That's why everybody's like, yo, why is this not a domestic violence case, bro? Like I'm saying, this is why we had those kinds of conversations, because that's how it was pushed. You feel me? Because a lot of the free-calls was consensual, and then sometimes it gets blurry. It's like, okay, this time they didn't want to do it. That times they did. These times they setting it up. You know what I'm saying? This time they running from it. So it's like a mad confusing thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but the abuse is something that can't be mistaken, right? So that's what they was pushing. Abuse, domestic, all day, son. Getting you to see that and have remorse for the victims so that you could find them guilty. Telling you, bro. That's what it's all about. Likes up, y'all. What happened? Y'all, because I ain't telling y'all likes up? Listen, don't be a hater. It gets greater later. Trust me. Don't be it. I don't know what you doing. But yeah, let me ask y'all another question. Shout out to everybody that hit the poll, though. Shout out to y'all. Y'all hit that poll. Let me see. Oh, 69% of y'all said yeah, man. Fuck that. Yeah, y'all said Luce is telling like he's selling. Jesus, Lord. Tell me, but anybody that deal with Wack or goes against him, they end up in a bad spot, bro. I'm gonna say that. They end up in a bad spot, bro. They end up in a bad spot, son. See what I mean? That's one thing you can know, bro. One thing you can believe, bro. When you walk with Wack, you end up in a bad one, bro. Some kind of police activity on you, something nasty. Something nasty, bro. But I did see Adam now has contemplate his girl R&B into a situation now as well. I wonder how he thinks about that. You know, I wonder what he thinks about that for real. Now that he has contemplated him into a thing. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. And this guy right here, BRICC Baby, I told you, to find his paperwork, you better be the greatest, the Where's Waldo play in the world. That's the only way you find a BRICC Baby's paperwork on it. Straight. Can't find it, okay? Told you. One time he got bagged with a bag full of straps, bro. Where they at, bro? What happened, bro? What happened? You ain't. This nigga got invisibility. This nigga X-Men got invisibility powers, bro. What happened to the works? Sealed? That shit is Navy sealed. What do you mean sealed? Sealed what? You need scuba gear to find his shit, nigga. Scuba gear. Navy sealed. You need to jump out of a helicopter like this. If you ain't jumping out of a copter like that, homie, bruh, if you not jumping out of Black Hawk chopper like this and all black into the water like the DeVrock, remember the commercial for college? Remember when you for the remember? You go to college, you be in the army shit back in the days? Enlist. You see niggas jumping off helicopters and shit? Yeah, nigga. If you ain't jumping off a helicopter, homie, sorry, bruh. His shit has been Navy sealed, son. I was looking, son. I was in BOPs, DOJs, Federal Works, BOP, whatever, nigga. Pacer, what, nigga? Court signias, what? Nigga, I know all kinds of court shit, bro. Straight, could not find him. Could not find this nigga, bro. This nigga right here is Merlin, bro. This nigga's a wizard, son. Straight. This nigga's a wizard, bro. Straight. Okay? And he the only nigga that went to jail and turned pimp. The only nigga I know. Most of the pimps I know was pimps from outside and then they went to jail. This nigga went to jail and turned pimp. Everything he rhyming out, yo, man, I'm so far from the beast, but you know I'm so far out of reach. One day I was cooking food, son, and was listening. And you know how the YouTube just be playing? I'm like, who the fuck is that? I said, who the fuck is that? They talk about, and an inmate from. I said, who that, Sugar Free? I know they ain't locked my man Sugar Free up. Cause the nigga was sounding like a pimp. I said, cause you know Sugar Free said he changed his ways, homie. Don't put that on Sugar Free no more. He ain't. He gonna tell a bitch what he won't, not gonna tell a bitch, but Sugar Free allegedly changed his ways. So I'm like, I know that ain't Sugar Free, nigga. I was cooking eggs, homie. I done burnt the eggs damn near, nigga. I ran away from the eggs, homie. Went to the screen, seen BRICC Baby on the motherfucker. It was BRICC Baby channel, and he was talking, but he was rhyming like with his words like he was from the Bay or some shit, son. Straight. I ran into, yo, son, I swear to God, son. This nigga was talking like he was from the Bay, son. I swear, I left the eggs, nigga, and ran to the eggs like this. Tell me when to go. I ran hyphy to the shit like this to the motherfucking screen, nigga, dead ass. Away from the eggs, homie. Hyphy. Straight hyph. Not even a joke, son. So this nigga turned pimp. This nigga turned pimp, homie. Straight. Shout out Sugar Free, that's my dog. Shout out Sugar Free, that nigga's cold. Sugar Free is cold. I know y'all all seen Sugar Free last year that went viral, right, that clip? Nigga, the nigga's fucking her. And she got a gang of him, gang of cousins, niggas fucking her. I said, Sugar Free, you just won't stop, nigga. Shout out Sugar Free, bro. Sugar Free got bars though, son. I act like these niggas said, right? Nigga said, yo, that nigga Sugar Free is cold as ice, my nigga. Fuck MOP song. This nigga's cold as ice, bro. That nigga's cold, son. Straight. That nigga pimping, woo. That was some gorilla pimping back then, bro. Jesus Lord, son. Nigga Sugar Free. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I know Sugar Free changed his life. So when I heard the inmate from, I said, Sugar, don't tell me you did this, bro. You back on your limp, nigga? It was BRICC Baby the whole time. I said, this nigga out of control, son. This nigga BRICC out of control, homie. Straight. Straight. Listen, I just want to know, is Wack talking to the fuzz, man? I just want to know, bro. This is a quick poll. This ain't nothing, no big story. Everybody hit the poll who has not hit the poll. Everybody hit the likes who has not. Salute to all of y'all. You already know. I know a lot of y'all been hitting me. I've been doing a lot of other content. Like, yo, what's up? Come back to some of that other content, too. You know, we mixing it back up. We're going to get back to our trenders. We're going to get back to the things that we do. Okay? We're going to get back to what we do here. As well as, you know, y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see on the channel, too, as well. You know, we always did that as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all most definitely are people that help guide the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all want to see because y'all got good insights and y'all be knowing what's hitting. So, you know what I mean? If it's certain content that y'all want to see, I'm most definitely try to get that to y'all. There's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, you know what I'm saying? Music, I'm acting on stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I'm working on right now behind the scenes. And, you know, I'm just trying to bring y'all all into it. And we're going to be cooking up. It's a lot. But God is great. 7 in the chat for all the people that believe in God and Jesus. 7's in the chat, homie. 7, homie. I'm the only one that tells you, y'all. Every kind of content, y'all. Talking about Big U, y'all. Talking about Diddy, oil up, y'all. 7's in the chat, believe in God and Jesus, yup. I'm always going to tell you that. No matter what we talking about, man. Straight. Because God and Jesus is the greatest. And that's why we're good. And we're going to be great. So we cannot forget this. Okay? Let us not be forgetful. Okay? I know it's not always cool to say. And when I say it, People always leave my chats. But I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm not missing none of you if you're left behind that. Bye. Walk into a goddamn brick wall. Bye. Like, stop. You gonna come back. My bad, I was right. You was right, Oota. God is great. The hell's wrong with you, fool? Got nothing to prove, man. He gonna prove it to you himself. Straight. Ain't got nothing to prove, bro. Nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. But yeah, let's do that. Let's move this pole. Let's move this pole. And that's how this. This is the question. I know it's fool you fools. Yeah, this is the question. So that's what we're dealing with. Hold up. Hold up. Appreciate you, Sharon Turner. Appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. Wack's wife works at the 50 shop. I heard. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to her, though, man. You know, I ain't really with the getting on the sisters and shit, man. She doing her thing, whatever. But I know that she's now dragged into a situation now. Now they talking about what she would stand G. Sister, I hope not. Hope not. We about to cook you. The fuck? You doing Stan G, R&B. The fuck out of here with that dumb shit. But I think it's one of them ones that nigga talk about. I hate when a nigga do this, though. Because if you clap something, say you clapped it. Which you're not supposed to say that, which is corny, too. But you're not going to toggle that fence and make niggas think. Because you know niggas do that in the hood. Nah, yeah, we be talking. I be talking to her and shit. So it kind of make you nigga trying to make you like fall back from hollering at it. So he's saying it in a way like he was hollering at it. When you were just talking, or you probably could have been talking about her ex-boyfriend at the time, like, he fouled, but you acting like you talking to it. No, bro. So I don't know if it's one of them things, if he was talking to it, or talking to it. So that's one of them ones. But one of them ones is that Adam was like, yo, man, it's whatever, man, you know? What, I was supposed to not believe him? I was like, wow, Adam is disrespectful. If that's content, Adam said, yo, what am I not supposed to believe it? No, you're supposed to not run it because that's my girl. And I fuck with you, Adam. This is what Wack's trying to tell him. Adam sees that, but Adam don't care about that. So who runs who? Because he'd be like, yo, I was just trying to set up something. Remember when he was getting through his thing? I was trying to set up something because I was trying to run that building, no jumper. I was trying to run that building. Remember? You remember when Wack said that? I was trying to run that building. You remember? Remember he said he was trying to put together the play with the content, I think with the Dash Network and all of that stuff so that he could run the building over there. Remember? This is part of his plan. He wants to run that building. But he's mad that he cannot because the white man runs it. And when he's there, the white man also runs him too. Straight up. Straight up. When Wack is around Adam, Adam runs him. Straight. 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 And if we never knew it before, never seen it before, we seen it now. With this last little thing, you don't have to be a blow up because he's trying to put it under the rug. It don't have to be a blow up. He played him though. Adam played him. Trust me, son. Adam played him. It's foul. Because Adam don't even respect his own girl. So why would he respect yours? Because Adam uses his own girl for content. That's why Adam can't really understand it. Even if he does understand, you can be a little mad. But Adam is like, come on, bro. How mad could you be, man? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Adam uses his girl, niggas is clapping his girl. So he's like, come on, bro, like, you gonna get over it type shit. This is how he vibing, like, you gonna get over it, homie, just chill. You know what I mean? Even though he's white, we're black, he don't understand that we're different. You know what I'm saying? We're different people, bro, like, for real. Even though I'm not saying white men not on their shit too, you on your shorty too, but I'm just saying, we not that, bro. Fuck out of here, we're not playing that game. You know what I mean? Only Diddy is the only black nigga around us that's playing that game, nigga, only Diddy, nigga. He's the only nigga got nigga clapping his shorty out, nigga. Besides Adam. Adam and Diddy. That's it. Adam and Diddy, bro. Telling you. It's not no black people like that, man. You're not gonna see niggas like that. Your shorty, niggas not doing that. Nigga will clap you before you clap his girl. You stupid. He'll clap you, bro. He'll clap you first, bro. Bang, bang. That clap. Before you hit his girl. You see what I'm saying? That's just natural, regular lion shit, bro. You know what I mean? Jungle. Nature, yeah, that's just regular shit, my nigga. Ain't nobody's doing that. What happened with the lions when the rogue lion tried to come around? It's up. Mufasa, what are you talking about? You know it's up, nigga. Soon as that rogue nigga, Scar try to run through, like he's trying to impregnate something, you're not getting that off. You're not getting that off, homie. You know that. They about to wild you up. A couple of the men in the pack, because you know it's more men. He got sons. But Pop Dukes and the sons, nigga, and his brother type shit is in his pride. So you already know what's going on, homie. They're not allowing that. No one's allowing that. No one's allowing that, bro. Straight. Straight. Y'all know it's the truth. No one's allowing that. Yo, son, y'all seen this shit, bro? Yo, bro, they done Rico the Chuck E. Cheese mouse. I heard allegedly he was a real rat underneath the mask. He was a real rat underneath. Look, heard it on Rico. Yo, son, everybody getting a Rico. Or Frico, allegedly. But yo, look. Allegedly, that's on the side note. Allegedly. I heard they done Rico the Chuck E. Cheese mascot, son. Shit is nasty work out here, man. Shit nasty work. So I'm just gonna let y'all know it's nasty works. Y'all be safe out here, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, son, niggas done Rico them. Niggas done Rico that man, biz. Nasty work, son. Chuck E. Cheese mouse? I said, damn, son. Shit. Can't bring the kids there next week. They was going for his rat ass. They don't give a fuck about nothing but him and the pizza. That's all they want. They gonna play a 1-2 game, but they going there for his ass and the pizza, nigga. That's it. You know that. These kids, nigga. They gonna play games anyway. All they want is pizza and see his ass. Straight. Get some tickets and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the cash this shit said. They just got bad tickets and shit. No, I would have saved the Bobby for when I come back. All right, cool. Yeah, get them to your balls. You saved those. No, you need about 1 million tickets to buy just a stuffed toy like this and some shit. You need 1 million of them shit. You know that, right? So, we'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah, though, man. It's going down, though. It's most definitely going down. Yo, Wack is elusive, bro. Only one person ever got a chance to put hands on a Wack, bro. Straight up. And I'm gonna say this name silently, yo. Make sure niggas ain't around me. Yo, listen to me. You know Big U real name, right? What they call Big U in jail, allegedly? You know that, right? Yo, allegedly they call the nigga Big Yusufa. Drop the L, Yusufa. So allegedly, the only person that put hands on Wack, that got a chance to wrangle a Wack, was the nigga nephew, Lil Yusufa. Yeah, I ain't. If you know signs, nigga. Yeah, I just told you a whole sentence, nigga. Yeah, I ain't. But the nigga Lil Yusufa got hands on a nigga. Straight at a concert. It was Game and Kanye West. Straight. The nigga Wack was in the back. Son, Wack, you know you can't argue me with this. Leave me alone. Listen. The nigga Wack was in the back of the fucking stage. Straight up. This is footage of this shit. I'm not even laughing with you. Listen to me. Nigga Wack was in the back of the stage. It was dark back there. You hear me? Oh, you son, you know the only color you can see in pitch black is what color? Besides black. Tell me what's the only next color you can see in a pitch black room. Tell me what's the only color you'll be able to see besides black. I'm not talking about white. You don't see no white. It's no light, son. It's only black. So what's the only color I wanted somebody to take this guess. What other color you could probably see? Yes, blue. Because that's the only thing you seen back there was a sea of blue. It was Crips back there. It was Lokes. And they had on blue, nigga. And you seen it was dark as shit back there, nigga. But all you saw was blue, nigga. You didn't see no other color, homie. You saw blue, nigga. And that's the only color you gonna see in dark room, nigga. It was dark in the back of the stage. Remember, it's lit everywhere else. But they in the back corner of the back of the stage, bro. In the corner. Feel me? The nigga. All you see is you lose. Chun-Li. Cranes, you done seen hands. Jet Li's, you done seen Jet Li's. I'm like, what the fuck going on back there? Jet Li. What the fuck going on back there? All you see is Wack come out the crowd like this. And he looking back and he looking back. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with Wack? And he talking to a security guard, nigga. You could Google this shit on my channel too, nigga. Ben did this months ago. Look, son, nigga looking like this. I'm like, what? Did nigga get hands on Wack? So the nigga talking to the nigga, like he laughing now. So look at it kind of like a nigga that's trying to play something off that something that happened. Now it's looking like this. So you know we from the streets. We watch unsaid things. You know what I mean? Non-verbal communications. We just watch what's going on and we learn it. That's how we get to run. They about to shoot. That's how we know that, right? We just from the hood, right? Good. So boom, the nigga's talking to a security nigga on the front of the stage. Kanye, Game is performing, a Kanye or some shit is performing. So he's talking to the guard nigga. He's like, yo, the nigga, you know, I'm wondering, did he get hands on? The nigga Wack does this. He talks to the nigga and does this. He wipes like off the side, like Like somebody probably put their hands on you. You know that like you trying to make sure you good. Nigga ain't cut you. Nigga ain't hurt you like scrap. You know what I mean? You checking to make sure you good. Like a nigga got hands on you. It looks like that. Son, that nigga Kanye's done performing, right? They supposed to go back that way where Wack came from. Wack doesn't want to go that way. Kanye's going that way. But before he goes that way, a head comes out the crowd. One of them heads, right? Comes out the crowd looking for this nigga. He at the front of the stage. Kanye's trying to go back where the head came out from. He like, nah, come. This nigga Wack takes Kanye off the front of the stage, bro. You know Kanye don't do this. Kanye's a billionaire, even if he was a billionaire once. Kanye would take an elevator off that stage. He don't know who Kanye is, Wack 100. That's why you know he was the one that was pushing this energy. Kanye doesn't do these things. And his performance is done. He's not doing a stage thing. He's not doing that. He's not jumping off no stages. It's not Kanye. He's not Lil Uzi. Trust me, it's Kanye. He'll get carried off that shit like fucking Alibaba before the fuck he jumps off a stage, nigga. It's Kanye, nigga. Okay? Cool. The nigga, I heard the nigga Wack 100 pulled the Lil Uzi vert. Heard the nigga did a swan dive. Michael Phelps. You see Michael Phelps, nigga. Breaststroke, nigga. Heard that nigga did a breaststroke into the crowd, nigga, like this. Lil Uzi. Heard the nigga Wack got crowd surfed. His big ass. They crowd surfed it. Look. To the door. Son, they crowd surfed the nigga Wack to the door. Something like this. This nigga Wack got off. Happy feet. You know happy feet is when you happily running, nigga. Fuck you talking about happy feet. Remember the Nike commercial? That's all you heard, nigga. Sneakers. Remember the Nike shit? Boom, boom. Remember they turned that shit to a beat with the ball and the beat? All you heard, no beat. Just the sneakers, nigga, like the Nike commercial, nigga. You remember the shit, nigga, back in the days, nigga. All you heard was sneakers. Son, the nigga Wack. Peeling. Lokes done lost him. The neighborhood Lokes done lost the nigga. Lights up. I'm telling y'all a real story. Lights up. Ask the Lokes. Ask the Lokes. They gonna tell you this. Right? Boom. The nigga said, yo, the nigga Wack, boom, right? He get low. The Lokes can't find the nigga though. The nigga, his fat ass can move. The nigga gets low, right? They can't find him. Why the Lokes? You already know those Lokes when I say it, right? Why those Lokes run by some schoolyards, some SYs? You already know people's that, right? Blueface peoples. I heard they ain't snitch, but I heard maybe one of them was like, I heard like, cuz, but that nigga went, cuz. What happened, cuz? I heard they ain't, something like that. But I heard niggas ain't telling them because niggas is gangsters. But I heard one of them niggas like this. Could have pointed the eyes away, you know what I mean? Because that's how them Lokes end up getting back on Wack bumper. And allegedly, that's how they end up surrounding him around, you know what I mean, when they got back on his bumper. It's crazy, bro. It's nasty work, bro. But Wack was out that day, bro. Wack was out. That nigga had happy feet, nigga. Straight. Nah, son. Yo. They crowd surfed that nigga Wack, big ass, and like Lil Uzi Vert, nigga, to the fucking door. That nigga got off the crowd, nigga. Happy feet, nigga, the whole way to the V. You dumb. Watch out. This nigga was moving like Sanders. Sandys! Shut up. Peyton. That nigga was in his Walter Payton bag, nigga. That nigga stopped right before the record. That nigga was on his Barry Sanders shit. You know he could have broke Walter Payton's record, but he stopped right before. This nigga stopped right before he broke Walter Payton's record. That's how fast and how this nigga on Baru, this nigga Wack was moving. Straight. Happy feet, nigga. This nigga almost broke Walter Payton's record, nigga. And just like Barry Sanders, he stopped. He got right to the car. 1 yard shy. Got right to his car and got the fuck up out of Dodge, nigga. And I think the car was a Dodge as well. So, call that ironic, metaphoric. Allegedly, it was a Dodge. I think a Charger, a Challenger. So, he got up out of Dodge in a Dodge. So, Spirit of the Most High Jesus. Or one of them. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Wack for being elusive. Shout out to Wack for being the most elusive. Only 2 people could catch Wack. Currently, stands to date. No one on earth. You're not going to get him, so just leave him be. Lil Yusufa, only one that got hands on. Going to keep it a gangster with you. But the only person besides that could get to a Wack 100 and wrangle a Wack is Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. R.I.P. my dead mans. On dead homies. Steve Irwin is all about dead homies. You know that. That's our dead mans. You know we all love Steve Irwin. You got a Wrangler Wack. That's the only nigga. And he's gone. Straight. So we only currently at the moment, we got this nigga Lil Yusufa. And this nigga moving like, you know, ain't like Jesus with the shit. So we just gonna hold him, you know, ain't? We gonna hold him to the thing with that. But yo, word though, it's crazy though. It's real shit though. Listen, y'all gotta stay up to dates. Y'all got to stay up to dates. You know what I mean? Y'all got to stay up to date. I'm gonna be updating my people now with all these topics. We're gonna get back cooking on this. I got some shit to say. Like, I ain't even talk about the 4 extras. I got some shit to talk about my nigga 4 extras, nigga on foes, nigga. Word, I heard a nigga done blew his whole hand off, man. That shit is so sad, bro. That shit is so sad. I heard he done blew his hand off for real though. So I don't know, man. I just want to see what that shit look like, bro. Like, damn, bro. Hope he got some shit still though. Hope he got some fingers still, bro. Gotta be crazy if he really don't got no Johns. That shit'd be crazy, bro. You know what I mean? I think it'd be crazy for him, but yeah, though. I don't know, though, man. Salute to everybody, though. You know, it's good to be back rocking with y'all on some of these topics, though. Busting some jokes and us chilling and laughing, though. But we're going to have to get the likes up. We're going to have to do certain things like that. You know, Oota on his shit. You know, Oota ain't begging your ass. But Cash App if y'all needs to. And Super Chat and all that other shit. But I ain't got to be on your back, homie. Facts. On Paru. I ain't got to be on your back. But at least be dropping likes, sharing the videos, doing the things that matters, commenting, all those things. Tell a friend, those things matter. Those things matter more than money to me. And that's what really helps, you know what I mean? So salute to all of y'all. Most definitely make sure y'all checking out all the content. Make sure y'all writing and commenting in all the videos. Because I'll be doing some even any video, any of my videos, any live that's an older live, anything. My shorts, anything. I'm going to be doing videos on my comment sections. There'll be other ways that I'm highlighting y'all as well, because, you know what I mean? I tell y'all who did this for me and my channel. Most definitely God, Jesus, and y'all, the people, is who I give credit for this channel. You know what I'm saying? And most definitely a lot of credit for this channel. Most definitely goes to the West Coast, goes to LA. You know what I mean? Because y'all was the first people that was on this channel. You know what I'm saying? And y'all came deep. You know what I'm saying? About 4,000 of y'all strong came on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta. And I'm from New York, you know what I mean? Even though I lived in both places. And I always want to bring you know what I mean, a view that I understand both sides. You know what I mean? I can't say I understand everything about LA, but I understand similarities and things. And everybody only see differences. So for me, I'm on that type vibe. But yeah, man, shout out to the whole West Coast, man. Cause y'all the first one that lit that channel up. And I had about like 5,000 when I got down to the Diddy trial, and I was able to grab about like 13 or 15,000, you know what I'm saying, while I was down there. I was able to grab like 15K down there, you know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to us and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all was the first ones here. Some other people from everywhere else was on the channel too. But my channel was in that sector, was in like the snow jumper sector, right? I was doing all this kind of content, right? Big U, Rico, all of that, right? So y'all was here. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like, do I want to do this content? But I know a lot of y'all are in this channel. So when you see me doing this content, I'm doing this content for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that y'all still want that shit. Y'all still want to talk about this shit. Y'all still want to laugh about some shit that you can laugh about. So I'm always going to do this. I'm never going to forget about LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm most definitely always going to tap in. And yeah, I'm going to do another video in a minute. Some West Coast shit. I'm gonna do another video in a minute, because I also got some other shit that I want to get into. I got I got some woman shit that I'm gonna get into, some crazy shit. It's gonna be dope, ladies. Trust me, it's gonna be crazy. Got some dope shit, some relationship shit. It's gonna be crazy. Men and women, we're gonna need some of that. I got a lot of shit going on, son. I got a lot of shit going on. New music that I'm recording. I gotta unveil some of this new music that we've been recording. It's a lot of shit we doing, man. But just know that we all on go together, and I love y'all all, and I appreciate y'all all. You heard? You know that. Oota, Oota, Oota. Always on go. Make sure y'all on go, all right? Subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all all hit notification bells on to all. If you're not getting my notification, just unsubscribe now, subscribe back, and hit the notification bells on to all to make sure you all get my notifications. YouTube is playing too much games. Court, put up with your sexy ass. You know what I'm saying? YouTube playing too much games. Playing too much game, but it's all good. King James in the building. Oh, you love. I just oiled up court. You know that. You was right on time. Nigga threw me a bottle like this. Yo, Oota. Yo, oil up. I grabbed the bottle mid-oils like this. Mid-oils. Oiled up court just now, nigga. You know I oiled up court every time. Gangster. You know I oil her ass up every time. But yeah, facts are lidai. Facts are lidai. Facts. So yeah, though, I'm going to come back with another one. I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to think of another title for another one. So y'all just make sure y'all subscribe. Oota, Oota, Oota. Always on go.